Hey, what's up guys? Jake here getting back some Ladykiller in a bind. We're starting late afternoon of the second day, so let's get going. For some reason, only one of the washrooms in the lounge wasn't out of order, so I found waiting in line. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but whatever. Captain Buttpants, my boy. What are you doing in here? This fucking jerk. I need to pee? What are you doing here on this cruise? You said you wouldn't be here. What happened to your promise of more important things to be doing? I changed my mind? I just came out here to have a good time, man. I knew I couldn't be so lucky. Punch him in the mouth, this guy. It's good to see you too. And here I thought I'd have a free week without having to worry about putting your hands where they don't belong. Or on people they shouldn't be. Fuck you, dude. Why are you being so mean? God, can you just talk to me like a normal human being? Are you capable of that? He's not. Yeah, I was starting to get that impression. You show up here unexpected and unwanted in the middle of all this chaos, and you want a conversation? I don't know what kind of trick you're up to. Come on, man. I'm not here to fight. I'm just waiting to pee. What the fuck is taking whoever's in there so long anyways? But whatever your trick you're up to, it's not gonna work. What, you really want me to ask you about the weather and exams? Sure, whatever. What is taking this person so long? Fucked if I know. Maybe he fell in. So did you do an exams then? Fuck you. Oh, you know. My mind raced. No, I didn't know. You're the sort of person who always wants people to think he's effortlessly perfect, right? I would say that I believe in the virtue of sprezzatura, then. I think it's spelled spatula, but, you know, whatever. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means, but it sounds smug, which is what I was aiming for. You did lord it over me when you proposed this stupid identity swap. Unlike you, I had perfect scores on my exams, so I figured I should just channel that. I mean, all A's, obviously. I could have done a lot better, but I was busy with, well, like you said, more important things. Really? Yeah, really. Even on calc? See, this is why you shouldn't have talked to him in the first place. Yeah, even in calculus. You didn't find it unfair? I felt like I was being led into a trap, but, well, all I could do was double down on the smugness and hope for the best. It seemed like the only in-character play. You could punch him. I don't believe in excusing things with unfair. Good line. Unfortunately, you're talking about a class where the teacher actually gave out the wrong study guide entirely. So in this case, it actually was unfair. And also the music just stopped. What the fuck was that? I hate to admit Captain Buttpants is right about anything, but I suppose even a broken clock is right twice a day. Because even Lieutenant Sir got a B on the calc exam. I didn't think anyone did better. I don't know what to tell you, man. So you were lying to me when you said you did perfectly, then? I wasn't lying. I did perfectly under the circumstances. I can't account for circumstances outside of my control. Obviously you're lying, but you're usually better at it than this. No! I didn't even get a choice! You just fucked me! What the fuck? God, we should've just kicked him in the balls and ran. That would've been in character. Before I could say anything else, thankfully, I was saved by the door finally opening and the occupant of the washroom leaving. Finally! Oh, okay, bye. Man, I can't believe I already fucked that up. That's so upsetting. And with that, he went in and the conversation was over. I tried to think about how I could have handled that better, but I'm pretty sure this one was on you and there was nothing I could have done. I guess you could say you handled it perfectly under the circumstances, but the circumstances were unfair. Oh, fuck off. What a dick. Wow, that was the entire late afternoon? I just get one suspicion for standing in the bathroom? That's great. I mean, obviously, I've come this far. Look at all those fucking votes, dude! Yeah! And max suspicion too? That's like a gazillion votes! I'm gonna win for sure! All I probably gotta do is, like, fuck her. That'll be easy. The photographer was taking some pictures of the swimmer when she waved me over. Uh-oh. This could get really awkward. Piece of shit! I'm glad you could make it. Yes, lovely of you to finally make it after leaving us waiting for so long. Oh, don't listen to her. We've just been trying to figure out the lighting. Midday sunlight is really tricky to work with. Not as tricky to work with as a certain man will be, I'm sure. Hey, I'm easy to work with. I believe you. Wink. Well, as far as the first 3 words, was that I'm easy too? That's not a sentence, swimmer. Fucking buckle up. That didn't make sense. Huh? Hey, I'm easy? I don't even know why she'd say that. She's the one who's easy. Calm down, piece of shit. It was a joke, kind of. Come on, settle down. Please, swimmer, won't you do it for me? Yes, yes, as I've proven in the past, I'll settle. I did date him after all. Come on, I think the 2 of you together would make for great symbolism. The tragic ex-lovers reunited for a fond farewell. I'm also just now realizing just how red her eyes are. She either smokes an incredible amount of weed or she's a vampire. Kinda hoping she's a vampire, that'd be neat. Actually, now that he's here, could I get you to find someone else to help? I think we'll be okay, but I need someone to hold a diffuser. Are we gonna defuse a bomb? What's a diffuser? Probably a photography thing? Just anyone? Yeah. Alright, I'll go find someone. Oh, that was a clever ploy. Just get rid of the fucking swimmer. Now we get some alone time. This is perfect. Also, isn't it evening? Why isn't it dark? As soon as the swimmer had turned away, the photographer came up close, putting her hands on my chest, kissing me gently. Easy, she's probably still, like, right there, right? Hi there. Hi, thanks for coming. Then she took a step back, but not before kissing me again. It seemed to be a pattern with her. She always needed one more kiss, even though she played it cool. You really do taste nice. Oh, and what do I taste like? I'd say there's a very particular way that boy kisses taste like. About that. You're like that. Very masculine. I'd say it's not quite so strong, but you taste like coffee. Ew, what? You're saying I taste like coffee? Yes, that's exactly what she just said. Pay attention, idiot. Something like that. I laughed. I see. I've never heard that one before. Then she kissed me once more, just for good measure, I guess. Yep, I'm sure of it. So, have I explained what I'm going for here? No, you didn't. Going for where? On the boat? Well, I want to put together a collection about how everyone feels on this last week together. I've been getting a lot of good pictures. Oh, with her photography. But what I really want is the perfect shot that represents what this is all really about. And I think, given your very public history, a shot of you and the swimmer together would be perfect for that, don't you think? Gotta get them votes, boy. Gotta get them votes. Is that really such a good idea, though? Oh, come on. It's just for a picture. You don't actually have to kiss and make up. Although, if you did want to, that would be great. Besides, don't you think it makes sense for the perfect picture to be of the 2 most photogenic people in the school? Oh, stop it. I didn't want all this attention. Yeah, but... Fuck yeah, we gotta get votes. I'm not gonna do it. Look, we broke up for a reason, okay? I mean, I had no idea what the reason could possibly be, but I had to figure out, I had figured out that the 2 of you had broken up, and knowing you, I figured you probably had meant for it to be final. Wow, that's actually a good assumption. I'm surprised. Well, you actually made the right call. Don't get happy just yet. I'm sure I fuck it up in like 5 seconds. Well, I have been saying I would use the votes I've gotten in order to bribe people into giving me interesting pictures for the yearbook. I suppose I could pay you. You suppose, huh? Here, they're yours. Just promise you'll make it look good? What? That's only 4? I thought I had gained like 90. Fuck, whatever. You know what? I'm up to 20. That's like all of them, I think. You strike a hard bargain, but sure. Before I had time for sense to kick in, I was interrupted by the swimmer returning, with the stalker in tow. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is probably fine. I found someone who seemed very enthusiastic about the idea of seeing piece of shit objectified in front of a camera. I didn't say that! I would be happy to help! Hi! Nice overalls, I didn't know they were back in season. Sorry, don't let her get to you. She's always like that. Thanks for agreeing to help, though. And then they ran through some more technical stuff together, with the photographer explaining how she wanted the stalker to hold the diffuser up. After a couple minutes doing test shots, using the swimmer, she was finally satisfied with the lighting. Right, okay. Let's get the two of you together now. Stalker, you just keep holding it right there. That's perfect. I walked over to the swimmer, completely uncertain as to what I was supposed to be doing. Did she do this sort of thing often? I don't fucking know. Maybe with the girls, I don't know. Certainly not with me. Okay, good. So I was just as confused as you would have been. Please, do tell me what you want to see from us, photographer. Well, the theme I was thinking of is for old time's sake. So if you feel like... Should I kiss him? Is that the sort of thing you had in mind? Yeah, she paid us in votes. We gotta give her a good show, right? I know you'd rather do more, but anything more sexual than kissing? I don't think they'd allow it in the yearbook. But I can post it on IG. Is that Instagram? Fuck you for abbreviating it like that. Is that a thing people do? That's atrocious. I like to think I'm pretty good at dealing with girls, especially when it comes to kissing, but... I was just completely knocked off balance by the whole situation for some reason. It was just too much. While I was being speechless, the swimmer turned to the stalker and grinned. What do you think? Is that something you would like to see? Or do you think it would just make people too jealous to see that? Let's stand up for the stalker, she's a sweetheart. Hey, come on now, don't tease the poor girl, that's just cruel. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you bothered by that, dear? Oh, it's fine. I really don't mind. See? Sounds like it's okay. Maybe afterwards we could get a shot with the two of us and you instead? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? I'm sorry. She's just trying to make you squirm. Be nice to her, okay? Stop playing games with the poor girl. It's weird that I'm standing up for her when I was teasing her like last night, but you know what? I am nothing if not inconsistent. Playing games? Well, I suppose I have learned a lot from you. What's that supposed to mean? It means you fucking play games, dude. That's what that means. I wonder. It wasn't until then that I noticed. Hey, are you taking pictures? Oh, yes, you're doing perfectly. This is really a wonderful lead-in. It gives the feeling of you two fighting, but then sexual tension erupting from passions running too hot. I like it. I think I've just got some really good shots. Whenever you're both ready, I'm gonna start taking pictures of your kiss. Fuck it, you know what, whatever, man. Oh, I'm always ready to give you what you want. Let's not make this weird. Those two options are weird. Well, right now, what I want is to see you acting like you want him. Sure, I'm good at pretending. Then she turned back to me and grabbed my tie, bringing her face up close, so close I could feel her lips press softly against mine. That's the weirdest fucking thing! What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Sorry, if this is how you kiss, I don't mean to judge you, but this picture is just really funny to me for some reason. It's like they just got together and then just started licking each other's tongues. It's fucking weird. Then she kissed me, with an immediate intensity, aggressively and sloppily, tasting of Yes, you don't have to describe her kisses. I'm well aware, unless you forgot that we dated. Well, then you remember that they feel wonderful and messy, yet still soft, like she's trying to drink you up. She kept kissing again and again, and despite being well aware of how public this was, with the photographer taking pictures, well, it was hard to keep cool, knowing that we were being watched. And not just that, but admired too. The next thing I knew, her tongue was in my mouth, and she was giggling a little bit, kissing invasively and messily. Her tongue was actually outside of your mouth, but yours was too, so I see where you're getting confused. No, kissing me in a way that made me feel like I was the mess. I tried to assert myself, but I just felt myself melting against her aggressive, soft lips. I felt intoxicated by her beautiful sluttiness. That's a funny way to say that, but okay. Her commitment to the performance, her power. Before I knew it, she pulled back and licked my lips, sending shivers down my spine and gave a pleased grin. How was that? Get any good pictures of that? Yeah, I'm sure of it. Let me just take a look. While the photographer was tapping through the pictures she'd just taken, I turned my attention back to the swimmer, the taste of her still on my lips. Obviously, that just happened like a second ago, dude. I leaned in, kissing her again, still wanting more. Tone it down, at least try to be cool for like a second, dude. She pulled back a little, brushing her lips against mine, teasing, and I could feel them tightly as she spoke each word. You know she's not still shooting, right? I kissed her again and again. Dude, stop! We're done with that. We're done with that bit. Just move on. Say, I have a strange question, based off something someone else said. Would you say that I taste like coffee? She laughed a little and gave me one last messy kiss before pushing me back lightly. I would say a lot of things about our relationship left a bitter taste in my mouth. I fucking like this girl, dude. She is the pro of like the underhanded burn, you know what I mean? Like that was an innocuous comment, but she just dug right in my heart. Then she just smiled at me and said nothing more. Whoop, and then we blinked really weird. Once the swimmer was gone, the stalker quietly excused herself too, leaving me and the photographer alone as she went through the pictures she'd taken. Cool, I'm really glad the stalker made an appearance. What was the point of that? So, did you get the perfect shot? Well, I definitely got some ones that I like. Thank you for your help, I really appreciate it. I still have to process it, and then the screen on my camera isn't too great, but here, this is the one I think I'm gonna go with. Ah, cool. Do we not get to see it? That's fine. I don't think it's the perfect shot. It's okay. I'm not blaming you, but I guess you can always tell when it's just an act, huh? Fuck it. You'll, do it up, man. So, tell me, is this an act? Then I kissed her, first on the cheek, just to get her attention, then on the lips. Pleased with myself, I kissed her again, and she pulled back, but not before she responded with 4 quick, soft kisses of her own, in rapid succession, like a machine gun of kisses. It's an odd technique, but I'll give you style points there, kid. I think that's the wrong question? Whether or not it's an act, I mean, I don't think I care. If you're giving me what I want because you care about me, that's very kind and I'll happily accept it. But if you're putting on an act to take advantage of me, I'm flattered. Oh, so you admit this is what you want? Do you really think I was trying to keep it a secret? I'd do a better job at it if I was, I promise. I mean, obviously, you fucking told me last night, right? Or last late afternoon, whatever fucking time that was. Speaking of secrets, though, uh-oh. So tell me, this whole thing with the game, that's your doing, right? I like that this is labeled technically honest. But I feel like that would raise suspicion, so I'm just gonna play along with it. What do you mean by that? I mean, the whole thing! Right from the start, the entire game is your own invention, right? And the reason why you showed up late was to facilitate organizing it. I'm certain of this. I'm only asking because I want to know if you're willing to admit it to me. Fuck it, let's just make out again. That seems like a good choice, right? I have been known to kiss and tell, you know. She looked a little bit bothered and glanced away. Fuck, I fucked up, guys. I'm being serious here. I leaned in closer and grinned at her, enough that I knew she'd feel teased just by my proximity to her lips. Me too. Are you trying to be like her? Get me so worked up, so needy for approval that I forget what I wanted in the first place? I suppose all I can do is trust you and enjoy myself while I'm caught in your clutches. I don't appreciate the use of the word clutches. That makes me sound really evil. That shouldn't be too hard at all. Well, what else could I say to that? Fuck, I thought. She sure was pretty, even when she was faking desperation. Sure. Then she kissed me on the cheek. I should have just told her. Fuck it, fuck her. There's still some other pictures I wanted to take this evening still, and then I'm gonna do processing of what I've got. I'll send them to you to see when I'm done. Okay? Sure. Well, hopefully I'll be seeing you around. God, I should have just told her. Whatever, didn't raise any suspicion. I'm gonna call that a win. Then she kissed me again and walked off. In the distance, I saw her waving at another group of people, camera in hand. Oh, bam! Late evening! God, I'm surprised. I'm always surprised at how many fucking, like, subdivisions there are for the days in this game. But, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna call this episode to a close. That seems like a good stopping point. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next week for even more Ladykiller in a bind action. I'll see you guys then.